Striking everybody, buenos dias, saludos. About 4 in the morning. Can't really sleep, man. But I seen a video that Dubs had made. He responded to what Damion Porter made a video responding to Dubs on that Avalon incident. And it's funny because Damion Porter was a little obsessed that people were calling him a racist and saying he was biased. And the reason being was that people were just misquoting him and taking his word out of context. And they were twisting his words. And he was highly upset about it. Well, I can claim the same thing that he's done to me, right? And he mentions me in this video. Damion Porter mentions me, talks about that he had seen the video that I had made, but he didn't look at it. And that he wasn't going to respond because I wasn't important enough. That if he's going to respond to anybody, he's got to have some kind of respect for them. That's why he responds to Dubs. Now, me, I think it's funny that an individual like Damion Porter will go out and make a video about me. I'm important enough to make a video about, but yet I'm not important enough to respond. You go figure. Now, I'm not going to get into this big old debate with this man, or I'm not going to disrespect him in any manner. The one thing I will tell you is he said that he had videotapes of me talking about the black community. Well, the blacks. Well, kind of, sort of, he does, I would think. Because I went on an offensive against FBA, particularly a specific person from FBA. And I said he had lost his culture, which is true. In that video, I also said that I didn't look at FBA as the black community. I didn't look at them as the same. That I was talking about that one particular FBA. But see, they take everything out of context. Like he said, everybody does to him, they're doing to me. They want to turn around and do it to me. So I'm not going to get into this big old long debate. He can show any videos he wants. I don't care. Simple fact of the matter is, I don't bring this kind of stuff up or talk about this stuff unless it's brought to me. The video with Alex Alonso was a question was posed to me about the situation in the county jail, about not eating with blacks. Now they twisted their words of saying to make it saying and threw in that word hate, which there was never that word. I think it's funny that Damion, which has been busted, knows what the rules and regulations are. He also knows the repercussions for not following those rules. And then I see the comments where people were talking about, oh yeah, he doesn't rep it us. I'm Southside, I'm this, I'm Mexican. Sonny don't represent us. Sonny boom, boom, boom. Yeah. To all those individuals that are talking like that, when you get busted, if you ever get busted, because the majority of you guys are never going to do nothing get busted, all you do is flap your gums on here. That if you ever do get busted, you make sure you go with that same mentality when you hit the joint or the county. Go in there, eat with whoever you want. You stand up for yours and see what happens. You're the one that's going to change everything, right? So you go ahead and do that. So miss me with all that. This conversation should be happening. It really shouldn't. People want to, like Damion and that FBA individual, want to try to put me in a light as if I'm speaking for everybody. And I'm not. I was posed a question again, and I answered it honestly and to the best of my ability. But then they switch it up, do everything different, make it seem different. Um, but in that one video, we have that guy, that FBA, say that Mexicans don't know nothing, which is completely racist. And then we have them insult my people with their anti-racist, well, no, not anti-racist, anti-Raza, anti-Indigenous culture. Somewhere along the line, they were taught to hate Raza and Indigenous to the point that they wanted to steal our culture and say that they were Indigenous. That guy, that FBA, is hilarious. He said that Native American Indians have been in this country for hundreds of years, 100 years, hundreds of years, couple hundred years, something to that effect, right? I thought it was hilarious because Indigenous, he tells them, oh yeah, they came through the Bering Strait and from Siberia, and we're not talking about all that. We're talking about who was the first in the Americas. That is Indigenous, Native Americans. The Bering Strait is not a fact. It is a theory. It is a theory. But just the same, I don't know anything, right? But they will sit there and say that they've been here thousands of years with no kind of facts at all. Damion or that FBA. You notice they don't say that guy's name. I don't want to give him any kind of clout. But it's they want to blatantly disrespect Native American Indians. They want to steal our culture. They want to make it to a point that we're non-existent. They can't say any kind of language that they had prior to uh, coming from through the slavery trade, because they came in 1400s. It's proven. It's a fact. They have evidence to back it up. And they want to come up to little old me over it. It's not my fault. I didn't do none of this. I had nothing to do with any of this. I answered a question. Answered it honestly. And just because I don't have the same agreements to their politics to give them reparations, I'm the biggest bigot and racist on here. And people like Damion Porter want to say that I'm anti-black culture. Well, I believe he's anti-Raza and anti-Indigenous culture. See how that works? It goes both ways. I can say it too. Don't mean nothing, but I can say it. Anyways, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, let you guys know. I probably am not going to talk about it anymore because it's useless to talk to people that just make up facts in their heads, and then they want to throw it out there as if it's factual, and that they've researched this and that they know what's the truth. But in all honesty, all it is a bunch of lies and fabrications and twisting words and fake history. because the real indigenous people are there's facts behind it. There's DNA behind it. Archaeologists, there's geologies, there's multiple different different factors which clearly prove it. But, so with that, everybody have a good night. Bye bye.